I'm gonna be painfully honest with you.
Go on then.
Most entrepreneurs do this.
Copy, paste, paste, paste.
You saw an ad promising you some trick or some tactic or some secret.
Some secret hack.
It's gonna get you more sales and more traffic overnight, right?
Yeah.
Only to realize that they didn't work.
No.
Everybody was doing the exact same tactic now because these guys were talking about it, and because of that, it stopped being as effective.
Because you lot are all chatting about it, yeah.
Well, the problem is you don't need to learn the next tactic.
Oh.
Now, you could learn these things secondhand from them over there, or you can go directly back to the source of the person who invented all these things. It's your favorite marketer's favorite marketer. The source of all of this is this guy right here.
Knobs.
Dan Kennedy.
Dan Kennedy, that prick.
So if you click on the link down below, I'm gonna throw in over 20,000 bonuses from Dan
20,000 of value.
to help get you started, get you sales coming into your company faster. So click the link down below to find out how.
Click that fucking link. Click the link. Welcome to Contrepreneur Bingo. The premise is simple. We watch your favorite Contrepreneur sales pitch or seminar and see how many of the Contrepreneur formula tactics they use during the talk. On this episode of Contrepreneur Bingo, we've got one of the OGs, Russell Brunson, and his new course, NOBS.
Yes, it is true. You may have already heard, but ClickFunnels has officially acquired Magnetic Marketing, which is Dan Kennedy's company. And we're both excited and honored to present to you something that we call the most incredible free gift ever, or the Mifty.
The Mifty?
This is the brand new Magnetic Marketing Newsletter.
The NOBS Newsletter.
Now, this newsletter is called the No BS Newsletter.
NOBS?
Because Dan allows no BS inside of here. It's not filled with marketing tricks and techniques that are here today, but they're gone tomorrow.
No, it's definitely filled with that.
They will work online and offline and endure through any economic climate or algorithm update.
Any economic climate or update, any.
You're also gonna be getting what we call the behind the scenes marketing secrets newsletter.
Behind the knobs.
And each month you're gonna get this alongside the No BS marketing newsletter.
Knobs.
And it's gonna be, You're also gonna get tons of insane bonuses from Dan and I.
I like his fake energy as well, by the way. It's not really that insane, is it? It's a fucking newsletter.
Funnelology, the brass balls factor,
Free brass balls.
.com Secrets Live, the Renegade Millionaire Time Management Secrets, Expert Secrets Live, the Midas Touch Marketing, Traffic Secrets Live, Magnetic Marketing on Demand, physical copies of both our 74 funnel swipe book, and finally, you also have a chance to attend a real-life half-day seminar with Dan Kennedy.
$19,997,000 worth of value.
I told you it was a Mifty.
It's a Mifty.
Oh, and if you don't know who Dan Kennedy is, or who I am, or what great marketing even looks like, then watch the rest of this video right now to find out.
Okay.
We literally made like an HBO mini doc for you.
You've made a documentary.
Dan Kennedy.
Dan Kennedy.
Dan Kennedy.
Dan Kennedy.
Dan Kennedy.
Hi, this is Dan Kennedy. Regardless of your business, online, offline, or both.
I met Dan
physical
Kennedy
store or showroom
early
or
in my
place.
entrepreneurial journey. I was in college, actually. I remember I was trying to figure out how to do postcard marketing.
This has got the feel of a Netflix documentary where he's definitely killed his kids.
And I came across this, weird old guy named Dan Kennedy.
That is quite the mustache.
His direct response marketing approach is what has spawned all of these companies, events, masterminds, you name it.
So Dan Kennedy is patient zero of entrepreneurs. He's where it all began.
He is a marketing master who has taught an untold number of experts that are now leading it.
So the first time I heard who Dan was, or even heard his name mentioned, was actually from Russell Brunson.
Have they all got shit mustaches? Is this like a thing? Even the women have.
He's written 30-some books, and I have all of them.
Literally every dollar that I've given to Dan Kennedy, and I mean this 100% sincerely, has returned back to me 10,000-fold.
10,000x!
That's advertising.
We're sitting right now in one of the biggest marketing events in the world that we own. I don't think we would have ever pulled it off without the advice of Dan Kennedy.
His ripple effect touches people who don't even know his name.
Dan Kennedy touches people that don't even know his name. Shit, what kind of Netflix documentary is this?
I have no one to thank for that besides Dan.
Oh, that's where Dan Pena learned about the gun.
Where's my fucking gun? And when you do it right, Don't fuck around.
If you look at all of the greatest marketers that you see today, in every industry, every market, and you start tracing back, all roads literally lead back to Dan.
He was the original Contrepreneur OG. What a mustache.
And then one day, about 2 years ago, I actually got a message.
Hey dude, I've got pretty unfortunate news. My man, Dan Kennedy, he passed away last night. Dave D said they had upped his pain medication and that killed him.
Dan's dead? I can't believe that Russell Brunson's waited for the guy to die, then ripped off all his work and passed it off as if it was some sort of hand-me-down. On his deathbed, the final thing he said was, please make this available to future entrepreneurs.
A couple days later, we found out he hadn't died.
Fake your own death to get more sales. Is that on the list?
But that he was on his deathbed. On his deathbed is he literally wrote what we call a stick letter.
Think about how hardcore this guy was, that on his deathbed, he's writing copy.
It is one of the saddest things I have ever heard. If you're on your deathbed, surround yourself with your friends and family. Don't think, I'm just going to write one more Contrepreneur bit of content. As if he's written a stick letter copy from his deathbed. It's quite sad that that's what his life actually amounted to, eh?
And he sent out to all of the members, letting us know he was going to die and that we need to stay on as members and help his legacy and the things he had started, help it live on.
He'd not died. He'd actually given you the ultimate bullshit backstory. He's not even dead.
ClickFunnels has just acquired Magnetic Marketing, Dan Kennedy's company.
I really want to look at this product. I want to learn from the main man, the original OG Contrepreneur, Dan Kennedy. And you also get some free brass balls. That is one stacky bonus. So there you have it. That was Dan Kennedy, the OG of Contrepreneurs and mentor to Russell Brunson. Are they knobs? Let us know in the comments. If this is your first time on the Contrepreneur Bingo channel, please subscribe because I'm on my deathbed and I might not be here next week.
NOBS Newsletter.
Knobs!